Trap. And in the bottom left, having won so many series, he is on the verge of elimination. Can he make the comeback? CN Storm, Polt!
Still a lot of Polt love in the audience. He's going to need the support, so be real loud, whatever dies, if it's a probe, an observer, and Nexus, because we all want to see Game 3. But since it can potentially be the final game of the tournament, it is of course always an appropriate time to give some shout-outs. Of course, first of all, to MLG for hosting this awesome tournament. We all had a lot of fun. Shout out to all the players for competing, traveling from all over the world. Hopefully they all had fun. Shout out to you guys, because you were fantastic. And of course, all the other casters and our observers as well. Definitely Maiwa. You might know him from creating some awesome hype videos in the StarCraft 2 scene. It's cool to see someone like that observing. And of course, our other observer, Flo, as well. They've done a phenomenal job, haven't they, Sean?
Absolutely. I mean, all the pieces, given the... Oh, there he is. He's happy. He's happy to have been recognized. But of course, we don't give him a voice.
If he does 5 more events, he'll be on stage like Funka.
That's right.
You have to work for it. Just kidding, Maiwa. You were fantastic, Maiwa. Either way, let's talk about the game. Way Station. If there's one map so far, I think, where I feel good about Polt's chances, Sean, it's this one. There is so much airspace, especially on these spawning locations around the Protoss base, that once medevacs start flying around, it is awesome. And I wouldn't even be surprised if just for that particular reason, we might see a Stargate opening. You know, open up with an Oracle, try to do some damage eventually, and after that just get a single Phoenix out, because at least a single Phoenix will be able to push those medevacs away. I don't think we'll see it for sure, but it is definitely a high possibility.
This is something that we really just don't see Polt do very often, but it's going to be... Oh, the Zealot? No, the Zealot was not canceled. He's continuing to just steal this expansion with the engineering base.
And he's actually, and I love what Trap is doing over here. It's bad news for Polt, I think. He's hiding the Zealot, and again, Chrono Boost has been used on the Cybernetics core, the Chrono use, the Warp Gate, and also on the Nexus. So this is the same start that we saw on Frost. And this is even closer rush distance by ground. I am very, very worried for Polt if he doesn't drop a bunker almost immediately. This time he's also only working from a single Rex. He does have 4 Marines already because it wasn't a command center first.
This is a great mind game. Trap thinks that Polt went Reaper, so he's sending the Zealot in blind. It will kill off the SCV, but that Zealot's going to go down for free.
Yes, and that's actually really unfortunate for Trap. Well, you can perhaps still save it. The Mothership Core and the Stalker are making their way across the base. He's going to go for the SCV. Yes, he is. He gets 1 slice off. If this bunker doesn't go up, this is really extremely frustrating for Polt to deal with. Polt can be so fortunate that Trap didn't send those units across the map immediately.
Trap, we saw, have a little bit of miscontrol in the first game, and we're seeing Polt just getting free Zealot. Will he lose even a Marine here? No, very nice move. Trying to step up, push it back. A single Marine falls, and nice defense by Polt.
Yeah, at least he got the bunker up, and I'm so happy to see this, because right now it doesn't really look all that scary, but that could have been very scary. The Mothership Core scouting is going to be excellent for Trap, though. He'll see, he only sees 2 of the barracks so far. Oh, this could actually trick him, Sean. This could be a problem later on.
You're used to the old Mothership Core that came with binoculars and could see at vision range 14. They removed the binocular upgrade.
It's like a telescope, man. Saw everything. Spawns in your main, you see the command center and natural go down, you're like, nice.
And it's going to be the double Nexus play, and Polt sees it. Trap sees that Polt sees it. And...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
We see Rex 4. And oh my god, and this is Stargate as well. What is Trap doing? Trap is like... He's getting very, very confident now. Is he also going to build a Robo's in Twilight as well? Stargate and Twilight.
Oh, now this is a clever move. Trap is saying, all right, you might have an early attack planned, and I'm not going to just try to get the defense up. I'm going to counter you with an Oracle in your main base, and that might actually just pick Polt apart.
But do you really think that he would do this build if he would have seen that third Rex as well? Because he only saw 2 of them.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, he might be thinking that Polt is going to be going for a little bit more of a calmer, easier, more normal opening where he waits until the medevacs to move out. But here Polt is looking to bring the noise now. These Marines in the main can deal with an Oracle, but mainly they're being hidden.
Still no factory, guys. So Polt is definitely playing with fire over here as well.
Cow.
But I like it. It's actually a blink opening, which I think is good news because blink stalkers in a straight-up engagement are not supposed to deal with stimmed bio. I really think that this on paper works out pretty well for Polt. Of course, it's dangerous because Polt has absolutely no idea about this Oracle. And we all know that Oracles do terrible things to SCVs that are exposed. Oh my goodness, he barely misses the scan.
The perforation, I mean, that scan is actually tickling the Stargate right now. He can feel that. It's going to be, now this is brilliant. It's a hallucinated Oracle. It's going to get picked off easily.
And then sometimes Terrans pull the SCV, the Marines away immediately, but Polt not doing that just yet. The real Oracle is going to chill out for a little bit. 3 probes being produced at the same time at the 8-minute and 40-second mark. But the Oracle is going to see Rex number 4 and 5 soon. Still no factory. Like, this is a super all-in-ish opening for Polt, but there is a very high possibility that he will kill 2 out of the 3 bases.
Well, here it comes. It looks like Trap is getting into the main base. He sees 4 of those racks, and I mean, if you're Trap, you're going to be going, what are 4 barracks doing down?
I really wonder, what is the correct call? What do you do if you're Trap? I guess you just like make as many units as possible. He can't really make cannons. If I was Polt, I would get a missile turret in both bases. That's exactly what he does. As soon as those turrets are up, he knows his middle line is safe, and then like this Terran army is going to march across the map, and that is a ridiculous amount of bio units in this phase in the game.
Oh, God.
I guess we'll see a lot of sentries. This is it. This is really Polt's tournament life is on the line. Which base is he going to go for? Is he going to try to go for the natural, like try to go for the kill, or for the guaranteed kill, which is this third base?
It looks like he's probably going to go for the third. Going for the third. I mean, right now, the only thing that Trap can do is make the worst kind of units right now to stay alive against this.
Polt has to be careful though. He needs all units to be there at the same time. Then he will win the fight. But if he starts fighting armies separately, these Blink Stalkers will shine. And the excellent control of Trap works out. Well, here we go. Stim is not activated yet. There we go. Oh my God. I'm actually quite worried for Polt. He's taking a lot of damage from the photon overcharge.
He's targeting the Nexus. I'm not sure that's the right call.
Oh my God.
He's not killing it. He's not killing the Nexus. There it falls down. Trap killed all that bio with ease, though.
Wow, that was not as good for Polt as it could have been and perhaps even should have been. The army was a little bit separated. Trap doing a phenomenal job in microing in a lot of Stalkers. And then again, almost 2,000 damage being pushed out on this Nexus. That is 2,000 HP. That's not going to Stalkers. A lot of the Stalkers could have died. If this was a fight in the wide open area, it would have been so hard for him to micro. But now the numbers are definitely in Trap's favor. Stim Bio is still going to do relatively well, but Medevacs are a long way off.
Yeah, I mean, target firing the Nexus is nice, but the Stalkers were the one really dealing the damage there, and Polt could have killed so many of those if he had just accepted and went straight into the engagement. It looks like Polt won't quite lose the SCV building on that starport. Trap is one of the best Oracle PV tiers I've ever gotten the delight to see.
Yeah, he's excellent with his control, not really losing anything. Now we see Charge being fired up as well. The only thing that Polt has going for himself is that he's going to have +1 attack on his bio units against 0-0 of the Protoss, but Protoss being 21 workers ahead, especially when that Protoss is trapped. That is a nightmare scenario for a Terran. There is no additional command center going up for Polt either. I think he might as well just pulls the SCVs for his next attack when he has maybe, he has a Ghost Civil, yeah, so I'm kind of thinking 2-3 Ghosts, and then it's just all out. I don't think that Polt has any ambition to turn this into a very long, dragged-out macro game, but if he fights before either Colossus or Storm, he definitely has a realistic chance. Still, despite that horrible first attack.
Polt now has enough to begin harassment, but no SCVs getting produced. Polt's tournament life on the line. He's building mostly Marines.
I'm not sure if I like the fact that he's out on the map now. There are so many Blink Stalkers, and I really think that Trap in this moment can definitely fight that army. Polt has to be so careful, because if he loses this, every single unit is going to be important, because he's only working off 2 command centers and 45 SCVs. Polt is gearing himself up for a super all-in. Here are the 3 Ghosts, and I really think he's going to pull the SCVs as well, which is very unlike Polt in this matchup, but desperate times sometimes need desperate measures.
And Trap brilliantly waited as long as he could to begin reinforcing with ground units. This extra money permits him to get 4 extra barracks up, 4 extra gateways up. And I feel like Polt is doing too many things right now. He's getting the 3rd up. Nope, there's the SCVs moving out. He might very well just cancel that, hoping to trick his opponent.
Well, the Oracle is going to see it in the middle of the map. Great revelation being dropped immediately. So from this point on, Trap is like, all right, I need to drop some force field. So what could be Polt's game saver is if he lands an EMP on the sentries and then he somehow kills the Colossus. Does he have Vikings? No, he doesn't have a single set of Vikings. It's a great pre-split though for Polt. Oh, if he traps Trap and trying to think that Trap should defend his base, that's Polt's only chance. I'm not sure if it's good enough, but he has a tiny chance. Where are the EMPs?
Where are the EMPs? He's waiting. One's missed. There's been a stim. Most of
this
Polt's
is so
units.
tense. Like, he did pull the army out of position, but soon there will be 2 Colossus, and then I'm just not sure if it's possible. 1 Colossus, Marauders perhaps get close, but against 2 Colossus, well, the second Colossus is out of position. Everything or nothing now for Polt.
Very nice EMPs. The Guardian Shields have managed to go down. 1 Colossus on the right. That's going to fall. This is the engagement that Polt was looking for.
The
Second Colossus.
Marauders are still alive. He's pushing the army back.
And it's this time for Trap to pull the boys. The Photon Overcharge is expended. The Colossus in the back has 10 hit points. It's doing a lot of work. Here come the Vikings. Can the Vikings take it down? See you later.
I think Polt's gonna do it over here, Sean. The Colossus are down. There are still a few Stalkers remaining, but it's 63 army supply against 36. It's not over yet. This Nexus is going to fall, but there is a Colossus on the way. There are 3 sentries being warped in. Really smart by Trap. Do not underestimate Trap. I'm sure that he somehow will find a way to buy time. Is Polt gonna go back? I'm not sure what's the correct play. There is 1 Colossus now, and 1 Colossus that I don't think is very well protected. There are a few sentries. It's still risky. He needs to do it one more time. One more YOLO stim.
He's going in. The supply count is even. The Vikings, the Marauders, all targeting down the Colossus, and it is no. Polt is not able to break through. The Blink pursues Trap with excellent mixture of units, doing a good job of pushing Polt back. It's an extremely tense, extremely back and forth scenario, but we've seen Trap come out on the victory side.
Well, Stalker's pushing back these medevacs. A lot of the medevacs have gone down. Good kiting by Polt, but there is already another Colossus out on the map, and that is just a Colossus that Trap can deal with. This Protoss player just seems unbeatable today, Sean.
Polt trying to pick off the last few Stalkers there. Oh no, miss rally point from Polt. He's trying to gather his forces back together again. Those attacks were... Oh, no, Polt, look out. He's trying to pull his units back.
But I think it's smart, because like this army is kind of committed now on this side of the map. There is no pylon. If Polt is somehow going to win this game, I think that this is the moment. He needs to just grab everything pretty much, needs to stim forward. If he kills the Colossus, he will win the fight. Trap has vision with the Zelnaga Watchtower though, and he sees the forces of Polt. A really tense moment. The reinforcement will probably arrive from the north side soon. Can Polt somehow kill the Colossus?
What Polt needs are those medevacs. I mean, his units, each and every one, is the most important unit he's ever had. I really think should go no Viking. He just wants to have as many medevacs as possible to maintain efficiency. Ooh, a couple of free units.
Yeah. I mean, of course, this is not the same game as we were previously watching, because Trap right now also is a little bit poor. Oh, he is getting a bunch of Archons, though, because he had a lot of gas, so he's going to put that gas in Archons. Archons are very good against Marines and Marauders. They are excellent in soaking up damage, and of course, will help to protect the Colossus.
Jeez, I can't believe how close that was. Now Storm's Polt is...
He's almost mined out, Sean. There is really not a whole lot of minerals left in both the main and in the natural. The Mew Hammer has been dropped throughout the entire game.
Yeah, but what's great is that if Polt mines out, he can lift his main, go to the island. No, he's going to lift his main and go to the third. And would you look at this? Polt remembers who he is. He's collecting medevacs on the right side. He's looking for a snipe. And once he begins getting those medevacs out on multiple sides of the map, I really think the Trap is going to be on the back foot if this just waltzes in and kills it off.
Yeah, the Trap has re-established his third base though, and he's going to send a Zealot as well to this newly acquired base off Polt. But this drop in the main can indeed do a ridiculous amount of damage. There are 2 forges that are relatively exposed. There is no Mothership Core, by the way. The Sim City might actually work against Trap over here. He needs to bring the Colossus, because otherwise he's going to have a hard time.
No, the third! He's target firing the third. He's moving in.
Oh, Polt.
A free Colossus. Can Polt get it? He escapes the main. He's ripping probes and zealots down alike. Polt looked like he'd won, looked like he'd lost, and once again seems to almost be teetering on the verge of tying the finals up.
It's so incredibly close, because sometimes there's like this tiny moment where things can really snowball out of control and it's almost game over, but both players flirting with elimination. But so far, Polt keeping those units alive. Trap also just barely hanging in there, but he's losing more and more probes. He's currently only on 32 workers. He does have cannons in his natural, and that's very nice. It's going to help him to protect that natural. And of course, feedback is fantastic, but Polt is building up an army. He is actually up in army supply again. This is definitely the closest and most tense game we've seen so far in this series. That can still go one way or the other.
Oh, Trap, even though he has these two bases up, he's got 32 supply. Excuse me, 32 probes. That is not enough to maintain that pressure. Polt knows it. Polt's moving up. He's going to distract this army, and here comes the drop at the natural expansion. It's moving in. A desperation warp in from Trap. Where does Trap position?
Yeah, Trap has to be careful. He needs to send a lot of units to deal with this. He might actually be losing the robotics facility. At the same time, the armies are clashing in the middle of the map as well.
Polt is trying to eliminate Colossus, but the two Colossus at the natural, they're open.
Oh.
He can take them out. The Colossus in the main army doesn't get picked off either. The ability of Trap to conserve his Colossus in these fights is stunning. Polt might lose this expansion, but Trap hasn't scouted it yet.
If that one Colossus is really low on HP, if the Vikings can get a couple of shots on it, then the rest of the army is not very good in dealing with Stim Bio. And one Archon is going to fall immediately. The Vikings!
Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it? He gets the Colossus down. He's trying to pull back. He's trying to kite. This is it. Trap is trying to win with this force.
He's landing the Vikings, but there are two more Colossus making their way across the map. Those were the defensive Colossus. It's everything or nothing. In this area, Trap's army is better, but maybe Polt will be able to somehow run away and drag this game on a little longer.
Polt has these awkwardly positioned bases that's going to allow him to run. Oh no, the SCVs are getting targeted. The medevacs are starting to fall. I can't tell if Polt can pull this off or if Trap is your new champion.
It seems like Trap is perhaps going to be able to do it. Reinforcements are coming in though, but Polt is going to lose this base.
He's listening. Oh no, the SCVs have got to run back home. Get back there. Small Marauder force in the mid gets taken out too. Trap seems unkillable.
What a sick game. This game was really fun to watch so far, but it seems like Trap has finally done it. It seems like we will crown a new MLG champion. Polt came incredibly close to defending his crown, but in the end I'm afraid that he is not going to make it, as there was one really intimidating Protoss player that's going in right now for the kill. He wants to experience what it feels like to be an MLG StarCraft 2 champion.
Polt just rallying to the front. Immortals, Archons, a single Colossus. The heroes of this fight. Is Polt gonna try to micro for just a little bit longer? Can he pull it off? There's the Vikings. It looks like nope. GG! Trap has pulled an incredible series of 2-1s in the lowers to narrowly get to the grand finals and then close it out with a 4-0 sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Trap!
Wow.
What a win. I mean, that final match, Polt's clearly frustrated with that loss. He was inches away from winning again and again and again, but Trap, his ability to conserve those Colossus, his ability to hang in there was absolutely incredible. I mean, you got to give it up for Trap.
He played phenomenal. I think he played the best PvZ today that I've ever seen. I didn't imagine that he could win it. Even the other round against Violet, I thought he was being close to eliminate it, but he hung in there. He stuck around like a true champion. And in the final, you know, a long time ago, I already told everyone that back then I was watching StarCraft with that I thought his PVT, was godlike, and he played so good in these final games. Even when Polt was really like looking for openings and almost turning things around, Trap would refuse to die, and he's one hell of a StarCraft player.
He won with every different kind of style. DTs, Blink, Colossus, Templar, it didn't matter. He's a master of all things Protoss. He is your MLG Anaheim 2014 champion. I do believe we are ready to present him with his first place trophy, so over to you guys.
Sean, thank you, Kevin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your 2014 StarCraft 2 MLG champion, Trap, on behalf of MLG. The trophy. You may take the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, let's give it up. Trap, your champion! You go. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Yes. Yeah, let's go trap. Trap, 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 trap. Yeah! Oh man, Trap. What a king. He sees Polt in the winner's bracket. You can step back here now. You see Polt in the winner's bracket, and he just keeps winning. Absolutely incredible. What is this moment like for you? You are the champion of MLG Anaheim 2014. What's going through your mind?
이제 MLG 애나하임 2014년 우승자로서 지금 무슨 기분이 드세요? 무슨 생각이 드세요?
최근에 GSL도 떨어지고 좀 대회가 좀 많이 없었는데 이제 MLG 이제 한국 선발전을 이제 올라가게 돼서 기회가 생겼는데 최근에 있는 대회가 이거 하나라서 이거 우승하겠다는 목표로 진짜 열심히 했거든요. 이루게 돼서 기뻐요.
So actually, after losing GSL, there weren't really other tournaments going on, and luckily enough, I was able to get to MLG Anaheim 2014 by qualifying through the Korean qualifier. So I thought to myself, because this is the only tournament going on, I'm going to work my ass off. And he got here, he worked his butt off, and he was able to win. So he says he's very, very, very happy.
It's been a very long weekend. A lot of awesome people in the audience are here supporting you. They are proud of you. You are their champion. You are our champion. Do you have any words for us, your fans?
이제 우승자로서 이제 팬들도 엄청 많이 생각도 많이 오셨잖아요. 그래서 팬들에게만 한마디 해주세요.
이번에 우승을 함으로써 얻어가는 게 굉장히 많은데 또 레드불 이제 얼마 이제 안 가서 레드불 대회가 열리는데 그거에서 이제 시드를 맡게 돼가지고 해외 대회에 한 번 더 출전할 수 있게 되는데 거기서도 좋은 성적 거둘 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
So he says, I feel like I've gained so much by winning and being here at this tournament and being able to win. And he says, actually, coming up, there's going to be a Red Bull tournament, and I'm fortunate enough to have gotten a seed. So I feel very happy. I feel like I have one more chance to show myself and prove myself in another foreign tournament. So please look out for me there.
Oh, we're certainly looking forward to that. One more time for Trap. Congratulations once again. You did it. Sean and Kevin, back to you.
Trap has showed that he is a force to be reckoned with. Thank you all so much for coming out. To all the casters, to all the staff, thank you for helping make this event possible. Can't wait to see you at the next StarCraft tournament. Keep playing video games and have a great night. Cheers.
Flowers that